Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Southeast High School Class President, April Salas Parada.
Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, you may be seated.
Before we begin tonight's event, I would like to remind you to please silence your cell phones so as not to take away from tonight's ceremony. On behalf of the graduating class of 2026, we would like to sincerely thank the faculty, administration, family, friends, and parents who have been a part of our seniors' journey to this day of celebration. I would like our great faculty of Southeast High School to please stand at this time and be recognized. You may be seated. I also want to recognize the leaders of our feeder middle and elementary schools who are here tonight. Your leadership played a vital role in the continuous growth of seniors on their path to graduation. I would like to ask each of these principals and building leaders to please stand at this time and be recognized. Thank you. It is also my honor to recognize our valedictorian, April Salas Parada. April has demonstrated exceptional academic excellence, discipline, and commitment throughout her high school journey. The highest weighted cumulative GPA determines valedictorian status. To qualify, students must also successfully finish 4 years of English, math, science, and social studies, complete 100 hours of community service, and attend an Oklahoma City Public Schools high school during both their junior and senior years. We also proudly recognize our salutatorian, Amaris Martinez. Her achievements reflect both academic strength and a deep dedication to learning. Salutatorian status is awarded to the graduating senior with the second highest weighted cumulative GPA, along with 4 full years of core subject areas and 100 hours of community service. Along with the prestigious honor of being named class valedictorian and salutatorian, today you also will notice many of our graduates wearing honor cords. These cords represent achievements in academics, leadership, service, career pathways, and student organizations. Each cord symbolizes the commitment, dedication, and hard work these students have demonstrated throughout their high school journey. We are incredibly proud of all they have accomplished. You can find the legend explaining the meaning of each cord in your graduation program. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our honored guests on stage with us tonight. I would ask that you please hold your applause until they have all been introduced. Honored guests, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing to be recognized. Cabinet members, Dr. Jamie Polk, OKCPS Superintendent. Mr. Jason Galloway, Chief Strategy Officer. Mrs. Alicia Suffield, Chief Academic Officer. Mrs. Verna Martin, Senior Executive Director of Secondary Schools. Executive Directors, Mr. Chris Gardner, Principal Supervisor, Mr. Leon Hill, Executive Director of Operations, and Mrs. Cindy Hayes, Director of Risk Management. At this time, let's please give our appreciation to these leaders, district leaders. This time, we'd also like to take a moment to recognize our Board of Education for their service and unwavering support. If you are an OKCPS board member joining us in celebrating our scholars this evening, please stand as your name is called so we may honor and recognize you. Paula Lewis, Chairperson. Lori Bowman, Vice Chair from District 2. Carol Thompson, District 1. Jessica Cifuentes, District 3. Dana Meister, District 4. Verona Dismute, District 5. Juan Lacona, District 6. Galilea Martinez, District 7. Round of applause for our board members. We also want to recognize our Southeast High School guidance counselors and administration. Please also stand as your name is called. Ms. Kristen Kelly, Assistant Principal. Mr. Scotty Shimobukuru, Assistant Principal. Counselors Naibi Hoffman, Mrs. Valerie Barrett, and Mrs. Donna Hill. Let's now show these leaders and guests our appreciation for their service to Southeast seniors. And now it is my pleasure to welcome our superintendent, Dr. Jamie Polk, to the podium to officially welcome you to our ceremony this evening. Thank you.
Good evening, Southeast High School families, staff, honored guests, and most importantly, the incredible class of 2026. Tonight, as we celebrate this graduating class, we are not simply recognizing the completion of high school. We are celebrating resilience, excellence, leadership, and legacy. As superintendent of Oklahoma City Public Schools, it is my great honor to welcome you to this meaningful and joyful celebration. First, I'd like to recognize the OKCPS Board of Education. Thank you for your leadership and your intentional commitment to ensuring every student across our district has access to opportunity, excellence, and a future filled with choices. Tonight is about achievement and purpose, but we know no graduate reaches this stage alone. Before I continue, I want to pause and ask current or retired OKCPS family to please stand. Current or retired in the audience or on the stage, please stand. Thank you for being a part of OKCPS. This moment is possible because of you. You may be seated. The culture of perseverance and opportunity begins with strong leadership. Under the guidance of Principal Colin Selbos, Southeast High School has continued to build a strong community where students are challenged to learn, lead, and fulfill their unique purpose. We say thank you. And to our graduates, your graduation program tells the story of determination, excellence, and Spartan pride. Tonight, we celebrate students who have earned recognition as avid students, National Honor Society members, student council leaders, junior ROTC cadets, fine arts students, concurrent enrollment students, career tech completers, athletics leaders, academic scholars. These accolades represent more than medals, cords, and honors. They represent students who choose determination over doubt, students who remain committed to their goals, students who continue to rise even through challenges. At OKCPS, our greatest goal is to ensure every student graduates for a choice-filled life prepared for employment, enlistment, or enrollment. Tonight, let's show our audience those choices in action. First, if you plan to immediately enter into the workforce and begin your career, students, please stand. Graduates, if you plan to walk into a job immediately, please stand. They said they ain't working. Thank you, I see you. I have a couple of more, so be ready. You may be seated. If you are committed to serve our nation through military service, please stand and remain standing. If you plan, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. This is a two-part request. If you are a first-generation college student, please stand and remain standing. First-generation college student. If you are following in your family's footprints and plan to enroll in college, please stand and join your classmates. Thank you. You may be seated. Please note, this is what hope looks like. This is what opportunity looks like. This is what the future of Oklahoma City looks like. Graduates, your senior class model reminds us, together, let us embark on a journey to create a lasting legacy, shaping history one Spartan at a time. So tonight, you carry with you the pride of Southeast High School, the strength of your families, and the belief that the future matters. We celebrate not only what you have accomplished here, but the impact we know you will make as leaders in your community and beyond. Welcome to your graduation, and congratulations, Southeast High School class of 2026. Let's go to work.
Thank you, Dr. Polk, for your leadership and your words. Thank you. Thank you. I am now proud to introduce to you Vinh Nguyen, who will be playing Liebstrom No. 3 by Franz Liszt. Thank you, Vin. Well done. I'm now proud to introduce to you our salutatorian, Amaris Martinez.
Hello? That's good? Oh, okay. Whew. Good evening, family, friends, fellow graduates, and esteemed faculty. In truth, as you can see, I am insanely nervous to be in front of all of you today. And if you know me personally, you've probably heard just how much I've been dreading getting up here and talking to so many people. And if you've only heard about me or like only seen me a couple times, you've probably seen me in the back of the class, just sitting there. And if you don't know me, that's probably for the best, And when I first walked the halls of Southeast, the first image that came into my mind is all the movies I saw about high school and stuff like that. And now, I didn't get shoved in a locker or anything, or have my lunch money stolen or anything like that. The one thing those movies got right was the chaotic nature of high school. Whenever you're walking the halls of Southeast, they're always filled of laughter. Some people walk with a pep in their step to get to class, and others kind of just wait until they wind up there. But behind every one of these students is a story that is consistently being built one day after the other. Among those sitting in front of me today are my closest friends, classmates who have entertained me in my classes, teachers who believed in me, and my family members who reluctantly believed in me. To my closest friends, you are the reason I survived all of these 4 years. You supported me when I needed it and scolded me when I wasn't thinking clearly, and made me laugh when it meant more than you really believed. No matter how long or short we have been friends, all of you mean much more than me than you know. And I especially want to thank my dearest friend, Abril Salas. She just deserves a special shout out because she's looking away, but she means a lot to me. And we've been through a lot together. We procrastinated a lot. Probably didn't do our work like we should have. But I can truly say that you've had a really big impact on my life, and I hope that you'll let me in your life as soon as, maybe you don't get annoyed at me, maybe. Where am I? To my peers, you've brought a sense of joy in the classes where they were kind of boring, maybe joy wasn't the thing that was felt mostly. But you provided a really entertaining environment and a really good learning environment, just by being you. And I think that's a compliment within itself. And to my teachers, thank you for putting up with all versions of me. Depending on what class you had me in, I probably, didn't talk. And other classes, I probably didn't know how to shut up. And either way, thank you for believing in the quiet kid or the quiet kid that promised to turn in their work after they finished talking. And lastly, to my family, hi Dad, hi Mom, siblings, if you're there. And I know you're probably really used to the annoying kid you've raised for the past 18 years, but after this achievement, I feel like I've proven my worth a little bit. I don't want to do chores for a week, so keep that in mind. And in all seriousness, I've learned firsthand through my dad. Can't see him, but I've learned through him that hard work really, does accomplish a lot. And I learned from my mother to rebuttal every argument and prove my point all the time. And I just want to thank everybody for, you guys had to be here, but thank you for choosing to support me and stuff like that. I know sometimes it can be a little hard to support. I'm kind of hard-headed, and so just thank you really from the bottom of my heart. And before I get too emotional, I want to end up on some words of wisdom, and bear with me as I try to sound smart and, leave you with something important today. And something that has been on my mind really recently is that, the world is really scary. It's hard to plan for your future when you don't even know if they're kind of morbid, but if there will be a future. But I've always been told, my dad told me that I have a gold of heart that's gonna ruin me one day. But I'm strangely optimistic for the world. And back to my elementary days, I remember walking through the halls and my favorite animal was monkeys. So there was this poster of a gorilla, actually, it's not a monkey. On the corner it said, "Knowledge is power," on the side of it. And though it's kind of a weird thing to probably bring up in a speech, the words have really stayed close to my heart. Because no matter what, we will always have our heart and our knowledge to get us through what may seem bleak at first. Life will always be hard, and life will always have hurdles. And even when you think you made it through, another one will come and tuck you down. But no matter what, you will always have the ability to stand back up. Nobody, no matter how powerful or how influential, can keep you down unless you allow them to. There will always be corruption. But we have the power to keep our souls and mind free of that corruption. May we all have the courage to follow what our souls believe and truly were meant to accomplish. To everyone who supported me on this journey, thank you for all your love and support. I hope you will continue to support me as I continue beyond my high school journey and pave my own way in this world. And to the class of 2026, we made it. And I know, most of you probably know me, hopefully, but though I don't know all of you, I know that we will all go on and accomplish great things in the world. Thank you for your time, class of 2026. Now, it'll be my honor to welcome up your valedictorian, Abril Salas Parada.
Hi, guys. Okay, bear with me. I'm a little nervous, okay? Hello, good afternoon, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026. My name is Abril Salas. I am honored to stand before you all today as your valedictorian and senior class president. As I stand here today, I begin to reflect on my journey. It's impossible to ignore the immense effort it took to reach this milestone. I've endured many years of early mornings, work, and stress, consistently pushing and trying to do more beyond my perceived limitations. I'm not the same kid that walked in 4 years ago. I can confidently say that I have grown into someone I'm very proud of. The process wasn't easy. I had many ups and downs, but through it all, I had family, friends, and loved ones who helped me be my best. They helped me see what I couldn't see in both my past struggles and my current ones. I know that at the end of the day, I have a good community backing me up. I want to assure you all from the bottom of my heart that you've had a significant impact on my life. Thank you. Ooh, sorry guys, I lost my, okay. Sorry. Okay, especially to my dear friend, Morris. Oh, she's over there. Okay, she was the best person I could have met to be my best friend. She peels my oranges, we procrastinate together, and most importantly, is there whenever I need a shoulder to lean on. We've both been through so much together, and I appreciate you for all the good moments that we have shared together. I couldn't have imagined my years with any other person. Thank you for tolerating all my goofy ideas and comments. I hope that we continue our friendship beyond high school. Okay. I want to thank all of our teachers who pushed us and believed in us. They do all the work behind the scenes, making sure we are able to make it on this stage and graduate. Your hard work won't go unnoticed, as every student here is evidence of your dedication to making sure we succeed. Okay. I'd like to dedicate this section to my parents who have worked day and night, who had to navigate a new country and never stopped believing in me, even if my actions said otherwise. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, a mis papás, que creo que ya los hay, andan por allá. Ok, ustedes son la verdadera razón por la cual estoy cruzando este escenario. Gracias por todos sus sacrificios, las noches sin descansar y por el trabajo duro para que yo tuviera las oportunidades que ustedes quizás no tuvieron. Les agradezco por la forma en que me criaron y educaron, porque ustedes siempre serán mi raíz. A mi abuelita, quien me ha enseñado muchas cosas en la vida, como apartar la ropa de color y la blanca para que no se manchen cuando echemos a lavar. O que me ha dado buen ejemplo de cómo deberían ser ciertas cosas. Aunque le gusta regañarme a abuelita, pero o sea, no pasa nada, está bien. Aprecio mucho sus lecciones, gracias. Y a mis hermanos, que aunque peleamos mucho, sé que sin su presencia y carcajadas no habría podido con estos últimos 4 años. Todo lo que he cumplido y he logrado es gracias a su amor y esfuerzo. Y como ven, lo logré. Me puse las pilas, o como dice mi papá, ponte abusada. Ahora estoy a punto de graduarme. Yay. As I look into the crowd, I see all the faces I began my high school journey with. We spent 4 years together. We've all overcame challenges that occurred, the hard math tests no one studied for, the long periods in class, the overly long lunch lines that everybody would cut. Whew. All of these moments and events seem trivial at first, but they all tie back to the story we all hold deep in our hearts. Though it is easy to look at me and see only a valedictorian stole on my neck and not imagine the hard work it would have taken to be on this stage in my life, everyone has a story and their own challenges that they endured. I want to invite you to look to your left and to the right. Come on, guys. Left, right, yep, okay. And then think of all the hard work that your peers went through, as well as yourself. Tonight, we celebrate not only achievements, but the hurdles we have to overcome to get to this moment. Today, we are here to celebrate each other, the obstacles we faced, and accomplishments we made to mark at the end of the most unforgettable chapter in our lives. I want to thank all family and friends here today for supporting us, staff members in attendance for believing in us, and every distinguished guest here celebrating with us. It was an honor leading my senior class. I know you will all accomplish great things, and I hope nothing but the best for you all. Congratulations, class of 2026. We made it. I will now return to the podium. Mr. Colin Silva.
Thank you, Abril and Amaris. Class of 2026. That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Congratulations on making it to this stage. Each of you have made it to this point of your educational journey because of your hard work, dedication, and commitment to yourselves and your education. But you've also made it because of the support of those people sitting behind you. Graduates, while we are here tonight to celebrate you and your accomplishments, I'd like for you now to take a moment and stand right now and show your appreciation to your family, friends, and teachers who join you here tonight. So please rise. Let's thank everybody here that supported you as well. Thank you. Graduates, you can be seated. Seniors, I'm sure you have many memories of your years as a Spartan that have gone through your head these last few weeks. Those memories likely include classes you've had, sporting events you've either competed in or attended to cheer on your classmates, pep assemblies and nights spent decorating hallways for homecoming, social events like prom or just informal gatherings with your friends. There are many happy and positive memories, and I am sure all of you will take them with you when you become Southeast alumni. And I hope that these memories will stay with you for years to come. But I also hope that you remember some of the more challenging times each of you have experienced over these past 4 years. I am sure you had at least one class that you really struggled with that nearly got the better of you. You maybe had some late nights writing a paper or completing a project. Maybe you experienced some challenges on the athletic field, a tough loss or an injury you had to overcome. Or maybe the challenges you faced were in your personal life, and you had to persevere to keep your focus on academics when you had difficulties outside of school. And I suspect that as you were working through these challenges, you made some mistakes along the way. That's to be expected, and also not a bad thing, because it is through those mistakes and errors that you learn, just as you have done in the classroom these last 4 years at Southeast. Whatever the challenges that you have faced, your presence here tonight shows that you have had what it takes to overcome those struggles. And whether your path after tonight takes you to enroll in college, enlist in the military, or be employed in the workforce, I'm certain that you have each grown and learned from the mistakes that you have made along the way. So while I hope that you have countless memorable moments that you will take with you after you leave Southeast, remember that your educational journey does not end tonight. Be a lifelong learner as you continue down whatever path you choose next after tonight. And I can't wait to hear about all those wonderful accomplishments that await each and every one of you. It's truly been a privilege to be your principal this year, and I wish you nothing but the best in the years to come. And remember, once a Spartan, always a Spartan. Congratulations, class of 2026. And now, we are ready to present the graduates of the 2026 graduating class of Southeast High School. Board Member Galilea Martinez, will you please join me at the podium? Southeast High School graduates of the class of 2026, please stand. I now declare that these students at Southeast High School have completed the requirements to be considered as graduates of Oklahoma City Public Schools.
Board members, Superintendent Polk, platform guests, patrons, staff members, and Principal Selpo of Southeast High School. The Board of Education of Oklahoma City Public Schools extends sincere congratulations to the members of the graduating class of 2026, their parents, friends, and loved ones. Commendations are extended to the principal and staff at Southeast for their efforts in preparing for this occasion. And now, by the power vested in me by the Oklahoma State Board of Education and the Oklahoma City Public Schools Board of Education, I declare that contingent upon completion of all class requirements, each of you will be certified a graduate of Southeast High School. Congratulations.
Graduates, you can be seated. Audience, before we begin the presentation of diplomas, I would like to remind you that to preserve the integrity and dignity that this ceremony deserves, we ask that you refrain from using horns, bells, or any other noisemakers as they interfere when individual names are being called. Honored guests who will be helping with diplomas, will you please join me in the presentation of our graduates? Our first graduates, you guys can stand and get ready to come to the stage.
Abril Salas Parada.
Amaris Martínez.
Cecilia Montserrat Aguirre.
Mariana Almazán.
Lawrence Clayton Fourth.
Jesús Dávila.
Wyatt Eaton.
Andrew Fuentes.
Jaylin García.
Rolando González Pérez.
Abril Hernández Muñiz.
Tiffany Hurtado Retamosa.
Giovanni Márquez Nieto.
Carol Martínez.
Aileen Martínez.
Citlali Martínez.
Alexia McMullen.
Marvaleri Mena Ríos.
Tonali Mesa López.
Cheyenne Moser.
Vin Wen.
Iris Parr.
Stephanie Pérez.
Aileen Ramírez Sandoval.
Valerie Reyes.
Bianca Reyes Torres.
Naila Rivas.
Ana Robles.
Areli Rodríguez.
Paloma Sánchez.
Karen San Román.
Dariana Sosa Benítez.
Shirleyna Sykes.
Hernán Terrazas.
Kaylin Torres López.
Andrés Anderson Jaramillo.
Ulises Acevedo Trejo.
Isaac Becerra.
Jocelyn Aguayo Salas.
Victoria Pisano.
David Aguilar. Belki Alvarenga Cáceres.
Jimena Rodarte.
David Álvarez.
Alan Aguilar.
Liliana Álvarez.
Antonio Aguilar.
Abigail Arredondo Barajas Gutiérrez.
Alondra Álvarez.
Jeremiah Arriola.
Christopher Álvarez.
Tai Bo.
Joseph Anderson.
Julián Camacho Hurtado.
Armando Arredondo Esquivel.
Natalia Carreón.
Gael Ávila.
Juan Castañeda Chacón,
Alejandra Bitsiri.
Gerardo Chaires Carrillo,
Adrián Cabrera.
Sergio Chávez,
Ángel Calderón.
Isidro Contreras,
Jaylene Cardenas.
Sherlyn Córdoba Villalobos,
Luz María Casas García.
Abraham Cosio,
Rosalina Cerrito.
Paola Cruz Longoria,
Keila Chavaría Carrasco.
Jacob Daniels,
Luis Chinchilla Santos.
Miranda Domínguez,
Jacqueline Cordero.
Ani Escobar Díaz,
Leila Cortés.
Luna Ezequiel Navarro,
Yaretsi Covarrubias Banelos.
Angie Flores,
Allen del Ángel.
Luis Flores Ulloa,
Marcos Escamilla Sánchez.
Marta Itzali Galván Rodríguez,
Ruby Escobedo.
Abril García,
Larry Fields Jr.
Jacob Garibay,
Santos Flores.
Julie Gómez,
Aaron Galardo Alvarado.
Jennifer González,
Zair García.
Kenia González,
Jerry García Pasillas.
Leslie Guillén,
Marion Garrett.
Jordan Gaitan,
Yaisa González López.
Brenton Henchy,
Maribel González.
Emma Hayes,
José de Guerrero Jr.
Fernanda Hernández,
Juan D. Gutiérrez.
Francisco Hernández,
Valentina Guzmán Vázquez.
Navea Hill,
Danica Harding.
Alejandro Ibarra Almanza,
Reagan Hayes.
Daquin Jenkins.
Nerek Hernández.
Aliyah Jones.
Pedro Herrera.
Mackenzie Kittens.
Raymond Hummingbird.
Abril Lira Gutierrez.
Carter Jack.
Jocelyn Lozano.
Alondra Jiménez.
Daniel Macías.
Elizabeth Kennedy.
Iván Mancinas.
José Luis Linares III.
Daniela Martínez.
Héctor López Montoya.
Luis Martínez.
Lorenzo Luna.
Jairo Martínez Córdoba.
Joel Macías Torres.
Daniel Mata Wong.
Miguel Ángel Manuel Partida.
Katie Medellín.
John Pablo Márquez.
Fernanda Melendres Flores.
Brandon Martínez.
Noé Morales.
Ever Martínez.
Luis Morales Rangel.
Yadira Mascote.
Héctor Ochoa Whitebird.
Camille Marche McDonald.
Yahaira Ortiz Santoyo.
Santos Medrano Torres.
Michelle Páramo Rubio.
Paulina Mineo López.
Joshua Pérez.
Miguel Morales.
Joseph Márquez.
Daniela Moreno Carrillo.
Axel Piedra Martínez.
Alexis Olivas Acevedo.
Anthony Porras Ceballos.
Fernando Ortiz.
Dulce Porras Ceballos.
Casey Patino Aguilar.
Eric Ramírez Sandoval.
Natalie Pérez Rojas.
Valeria Cuadros Ramírez.
Delilah Yarida Preciado.
Santiago Rangel Sandoval.
Brianna Ramírez Ramírez.
Joshua Reséndiz.
Giancarlos Rendón Zúñiga.
Antonio Reyes.
Yaleimi Reyes.
Shaylee Ritter.
Michael Reyes Correa.
Esmeralda Salas Flores.
Aaron Rodríguez Lanto.
Leslie Lucía Sánchez.
Charles Rogers Jr.
Henry Sanders.
Castel Rojas.
Isaira Yvette Saravia.
Oscar Sánchez.
Justin Scott II.
Itzel San Román.
Bradley Smith.
Isela Iset Sarabia.
Nano Solís.
Noé Sierra Montoya.
Yulisa Talamantes.
Sanaya Smith.
Joseph Tonche.
Francisco Javier Soria Jr.
Francisco Torres.
Starla Tiger.
Jocelyn Valtierra.
Christopher Torres.
Lamar Vili.
Saraí Torres Ábalos.
Jorge Vargas.
Joel Villicana.
Brooklyn White.
Emanuel Samago.
Southeast High School, graduating class of 2026. Phew, the time has come for you to transition from one season to the next by the ceremonious turning of the tassel. Class of 2026, please rise. You will switch your tassels from the right to the left in recognition of your accomplishments, perseverance, and endurance throughout your high school years. You may now turn your tassel. At this time, I ask the junior marshals to prepare our graduates for their exit. Honored guests, please stand and follow me as we go to the entrance and exit to bid farewell, one final congratulatory wishes to our graduates.